Welcome back, no means nerds. No means nobody's, no means no nicks. Easy no means no thing. Podcast. The podcast where three absolute fucking idiots try their very best to figure out the very best no means no song of all time. Spoilers, there isn't one. Oh boy, I don't know if we remember how to make this podcast, so we're going to do our best, but I am one of your hosts, Jordan.
I'm Matthew. Why do they play Do Your Ears Hang Low from the ice cream truck?
I don't know. Michelle?
That's a strange choice.
Does our other host want to introduce herself and tell us why they think that would be the case?
My name's Michelle, and that's not what our ice cream man plays.
You know what? Ours usually plays Turkey in the Straw, I think, if I'm being honest.
How's that one go?
No. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because you're going to put that in people's heads all over the world.
Oh, you're
Don't
right.
do it.
And it will initiate the apocalypse. It will immunize the Eschaton.
Oh, all right.
And it might be one of those things where I don't know, like, you know, melodies got corrupted by the military and how slightly like off. maybe Ears Hang Low is some version of Turkey in the Straw. I have no idea. I don't really want to think about it because it's already in my head.
Well, who cares? You
know
ice
what?
cream man's here. Like, come on. This is not a bad thing.
This is a Twinkle Twinkle Little Star versus Bob Bob Blast Ship sort of thing. Those are the same songs now that I'm thinking about it. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's not fuck around with that shit. Ice cream trucks and the rest. Because we haven't been doing this podcast, I haven't been having much whiskey. I've been having a little bit, not a lot. But I got myself a big fat fucking pour tonight, bitches. And I am going to drink this down. Some of my good old Redwood Empire. 120 proof. So we'll see if I fucking make it to the end, everybody. Michelle, how about you? What's your re-inaugural drink for this return? Our glorious return?
I raided the fridge and took the house beer, the 10 Barrel Brewing Company pub beer.
Let's see.
You know, it's got the plain label.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, yeah, pub beer.
But I like how the font is Repo Man.
Right, yeah, Repo
But
Man.
It's the font is a bit more interesting than the Repo Man. You know what I mean? Like it's got a little bit of a
I don't know.
kick to it.
Yeah.
I like it. Nice. Crack it open.
Yep.
Still sounds nice.
It ain't no Guinness.
It ain't no Guinness. I'll have to give you a talking to about the next episode.
You are.
What's Matthew swinging? What's hanging low for Matthew?
Got a little too into these guys. This is disturbingly easy to drink, but it is 5.5. It is a new product from Sapporo Brewing. And it's actually Sapporo is like a Canadian brewery these days because they bought up a whole bunch of the smaller Canadian breweries. So it's probably made in Canada, even though it is not beer. Sapporo makes some of my favorite Japanese beers, but this is a vodka lemon sour.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
And I like the French name better. It says vodka citron surette, which basically means lemon little soury. But
little soury.
Little soury. But it tastes, it's not overly sweet. And it tastes like one of those little hard lemon candies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
nice.
It tastes a lot like that.
Like Mike's Lemonade or something?
Better. It's better than that.
Jesus, we are in the era of cocktails in a can. I mean, that's just fucking so ubiquitous now.
Yeah, I bought some of these the other week when we were going to record and then couldn't. And then I drank all those. That was a bad idea. And then I bought some more when Rolf came over for dinner. And then he brought some too. And I drank all those.
Oh, boy.
Had to go and get more.
But they're over into the swamp.
Hard to keep in stock, according to the liquor store guy. He had to go get these ones out of the back.
Well, it's no wonder. I mean, back in my fucking day, middle schoolers had to rely on Bartles and James. That was all we had.
Yeah.
Now you got all this kind of shit. Are you kidding me?
Bartles and James.
Yeah.
Jesus
No,
Christ.
anybody from BC would probably equivalent of the Bartles and James in BC would be Growers Cider, which is
Grow
I
a lot
don't
of show.
understand. BC has some of the best, orchard fruit. Maybe not anymore, but back in the day, it had some of the best, apples and peaches and all this kind of stuff. I don't know why they made this like nauseatingly sweet shit. We could have had an amazing cider industry, and now it's just like it's kind of vestigial, good cider here and there that actually, isn't sickly sweet and that kind of stuff. But
That's
anyway,
big business down here, man.
I recommend this Sapporo.
I'll keep that in
vodka
mind.
lemon sour.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll be looking out for it. No, I won't. I just drink whiskey now. All right. Well, listen, I don't think we need to. There's just far too much to fucking. We can't cover why we've been gone for so long. Who gives a shit? We're back for now. We'll see when the next one comes out after this. I have a big surgery coming up, but I'll be trapped in this very room that I'm recording from and surely able to sit at a desk. So I don't think that'll slow me down necessarily. So we'll see, but fucking good to be back.
The nature
Really
of your
miss this
surgery,
shit.
I'm going to say perhaps you're not going to be sitting as quickly as you might
Not
think.
for 2 weeks. 2 weeks,
Yeah,
I'm definitely going to be
hope-
flat on my ass.
hope so,
But after that, they've said, no, after 2 weeks, you'll be all right. So, yeah, it's all robo surgery now, right? They just send in little tiny things to do the shit, right? Little
that's good.
Well, is
nanobots.
there going to be a person in the room? Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's just the AI controls it.
Yeah.
So you come
It's
out
just
with
the AI. Exactly.
Six,
That's
come,
why-
come out with 6 fingers on each.
That's
hand.
why I've been very nice to AI recently. I really love my AI overlords.
Well, what kind of tail do you want? 'Cause
Yeah.
you're going to have some kind of tail.
Yeah,
Like
well,
fish tail,
no, not a fish
lizard tail,
tail.
kangaroo tail,
No, I'm thinking skunk tail. I'm going classic.
skunk tail.
Yep.
Okay.
I was imprinted on Le Pew from the early days. All right.
So sexual assault.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a kind of cute, kind of Andrew Tate sort of mixture. You know
Right.
how it is. Yep.
Yeah. He's
I
a
guess
lover, not a
I guess
fighter.
Le Pew was kind of the Andrew Tate of the Looney Tunes era, huh? That's disturbing.
Except Andrew Tate is a fighter, not a lover.
Fair.
Ew,
He's
can we
the-
change
And that's why he
the
had to do the
subject?
human
God,
trafficking.
that guy's...
Yeah, that's true. He gets way enough press.
Fuck.
he is
What a waste of
he
skin.
is excrement. All right. Well, fuck, guys. I guess
Jesus.
let's just do this. All right. I'm gonna roll the terrible machine, and we're gonna see what the fuck comes up. All right. Well, here's one. I guess.
Oh,
Let me
man.
load this shit in real quick before I tell you what it is that we're doing. Oh, yes. These are 2 good songs. The first song is Hunt the She-Beast versus Ghosts. So we're going to hear a little
Yeah,
clip.
really on topic for the Pepe Le Pew.
I know, right? I think that was a bit of synchronicity. All right, I hope Ghosts wasn't. Speaking of surgery, that's kind of depressing. All right, so let's hear some
You'll
clips.
grow up again with the.
And then
without ghosts and no spirits without hope, but nobody passes the test of time. You stand in line, you have your place, and in the space of moments fall from again and again and again to not at all. From again and again and again to not at all. I do not fear the buried sounds of words that echo.
Well, howdy. All right, Hunt the She-Beast versus Ghosts. All right, so we did not determine an order in advance, but I will fall on the sword and go first.
Thank you.
Since we'll have a chance to kind of go, back and forth. Anyway, all right, these two songs, boy.
I don't remember how to do this.
Yeah, well,
I don't either. Do you push a buzzer or something like that?
We'll remind each other. So don't fucking push a buzzer on me or hold up a crab. Either one. Hunt the She-Beast versus Ghost. So Hunt the She-Beast. Listen, I think I probably said this before. It's unaccountable to me how this made it this far. It's not a bad song.
Do you have it handy? Which how did?
I sure do. Let's take a look. I also am curious.
I think this one got tossed back in by the listeners.
Did it?
Come on, it's a good song.
Yeah, well, yeah, but it's a song.
No, Hunt the She-Beast went up against Angel or a Devil in round 1, and it won. And that was unanimous. So there you go. And in round 2, Hunt the She-Beast. Okay, you both are fucking. I should divorce the podcast right now. Hunt the She-Beast went up against This Wound Will Never Heal, and both you guys voted for Hunt the She-Beast?
Yes.
You did. Fuck that.
Thank you.
Absolute bullshit.
Nope.
Oh my.
That might have been a piss take.
God, it must have been a piss take. You must have been mad at my ass that one. Anyway, whatever. I don't understand how it's here. That's all I'll say. And I'm not going to, that's not.
Maybe the repeated listenability, perhaps.
Whatever. I'm not getting, we don't need to relitigate it. We don't need to relitigate it.
Wound is never healed is not exactly a booty shaker.
No, but it's a heart wrencher. Hunt the She-Beast. All right. So all that aside, this does not mean I'm slagging on it. So let me back up a little bit. It's a fucking banger song. It's certainly one that has gone on a huge journey for me in my time of liking No Means No. Really did not like it initially in initial listens of this CD. And caveat, as usual with No Means No, not liking it. I don't really mean I didn't like it. I mean, it didn't rate where the others rated for me. It's still a banger song. Listening to it more for this podcast and more seriously to the musicianship, I do think it's a great fucking song. Do you know what it's missing for me a little bit? That a little bit to begin to compare it to Ghosts. Definitely banjos and probably harmonica, but it doesn't feel as holistic to me as Ghosts. Ghosts, the music, this is my fucking gong I bang all the time, but how the music fits the lyrics, fits the delivery so well. I feel like Hunt the She-Beast is sort of a term paper that they wrote, which has all of the elements, but they don't cohese together for me in a way that feels really holistic, holographic, fractal, whatever the fucking words I've used before. That said, there's some really, really good stuff in it. Of course, I've grown to appreciate the engineering in and the mixing on this album way more listening to all these songs for the podcast. I think Hunt the She-Beast is, it's a great sort of early feminist take, right? They putting their cred on display in the sense of really thoughtfully kind of fucking sticking it to the patriarchy. I think there's some great lyrics in this. I don't think they're all great. I think some of them are a bit heavy-handed in a way that aren't really the case with most of their songs. But it is a really good song. It certainly slays a lot more than I used to give it credit for. And it's up against Ghosts, which I know is one of Matthew's all-timers, right? So for various reasons. I mean, for me now, when I think of Ghosts, it's hard also not to put right next to it Ghosts of Time, the remix that they did live, which is just fucking phenomenal and clearly shows kind of that they were like, this song slayed, especially when we take out these parts. I don't really agree. I love the song as recorded. I love this song, I think, more than most on 0+2, I think, at least in my subjective memory right now, has that real vocal fry out of the engineering from Rob when he really yells, as if the gain is up a little bit too high. So it really kind of distorts when he gets really arch with his voice, but it feels so right in the song. It doesn't feel like a mistake. So right. Good joke there. So Ghosts is a absolutely stunning work on mortality, on facing our own mortality, the mortality of others. just the nature, kind of like the river, of being a solitary being who is attached to others and yet completely isolated and alone at all times, and yet feeling this enormous loss when we do lose these other people who, did we even know them? Were we even connected to them in any real way outside of our own imaginations? Like all these questions that Rob, I think in particular, circles around are so extant in this song. And I think the different sections musically in this song, each independently, are so fucking good. I mean, the basic groove, that thing is so juicy. Just the guitar work. The guitar work is so good. Andy is so good in this song. And the bass, the rolling bass, the way it just rolls off of his fingers. The drums, of course, the way they're kind of loping along with both Andy and Rob. And then the way that goes into the really harsh staccato buzzsaw, and Rob's like just screaming, "You think you have time?" It is so plaintive and so confrontational at the same time, right? It's something that's in your face, but also someone ripping their heart out. It's a call at me and a call at himself at one and the same time, sort of just raising his fists to the heaven. It is full of so much passion. To turn back to Hunt the She-Beast, there's just none of that there. Like they're just singing a song. Rarely. This is one of the reasons this song just doesn't land for me in the way that others do. They're just singing the song. I don't feel any passion behind it. And they kind of admitted this. All of them have kind of said, we don't like it that much. They stopped playing it live really quickly. They never hung a hat on this fucker. It's a good song musically, especially. Don't get me wrong. The music in this is fucking really good. I don't think the vocal performance mostly or the lyrics do it justice in the way that Ghosts, all that shit's a tight fist. You can't separate any of the pieces out. You can't pull one petal off without the whole flower falling apart. You could pull off the vocals and Hunt the She-Beast, and that's reductive because there are parts of it I really, really like. The part where they get really quiet, and he really starts whispering in, and they kind of get like the staccato poetry is getting faster and faster as they go into the Hunt the She-Beast chorus. That part fucking slays. It is really, really good. So I don't know. It's at the lower end of my canon, but it's still a great song, and musically it's fucking great. And it's super top. I'm not on top tier, but it's super tight, super good music for sure. It's just not as sewn together to me as Ghosts, which I think is it's a masterpiece. And also, what's interesting, I think, to put these two songs together, they're two songs that I think aren't that loved by the community. Ghosts as a whole doesn't get the love it deserves.
Peculiar to me, but yeah. Really
peculiar to me. And I've always loved Ghosts. Hunt the She-Beast, I also don't think gets the love it's deserved. I think rightfully so, but that's me. But Ghosts, so it's interesting to pit these two against each other. This is actually a very interesting pairing in that sense. And I'm sure I'll have more to say about it, but I'm suffering from first guy out brain death. So I'm going to pass it to Strangey, who will tell me why I'm entirely wrong about Hunt the She-Beast.
No, but you're doing the first guy out with a ton of stuff, and I'm probably going to do middle chick in with not a lot, because I can't do what you just did, and it's great.
Do what you do.
Okay. I love Hunt the She-Beast. I think the song title is ridiculous. Is that from a movie? Is that from some like?
No, I don't think so.
Is that some James Bond movie or like the Barbarella bullshit? I don't know. The She-Beast. What is? It sounds like a.
It does sound like Barbarella. Something. That's a good pull. This feels like a feminist Barbarella take. Zardoz maybe mixed with Barbarella.
It also sounds like Scooby-Doo too. It's the She-Beast.
I was just kind of thinking, it's like that the guys at No Mazo probably just saw I'm just spitballing here, that they didn't see women as like a separate species, and a lot of the young dudes in their orbit probably did.
Indeed.
I think that's what it is.
Oh, indeed.
Ridiculous it is to
It's a good message. It has a great message in that sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there are some great lyrics in it. Anyway, sorry, Michelle, it's your
No, it's cool. No, please help me. I love the music in this. This song kicks ass. the guitar in this, and this the raunchy guitar, and if I think I have the same the right song here. Don't the
Okay, forgive me. I can't do without the AC. I tried turning it off, but no.
Turn it on. What were we saying, Michelle?
No, I can't.
Sorry about that.
No, hey, I get hot flashes all the time. I have a fan near me all the time. I used to have reading glasses, but now it's fans. Anyways, I love Andy's art in the guitar playing in this song, and how it really is good. And this is one of the songs that I like when they like slowly turn the temperature up, like Matthew's experiencing right now, or trying to curtail. This song gets going, and it climbs up, and I really quite like it. Matthew, your face is as red as your shirt.
Yeah, it's pretty warm. It's pretty warm in
here.
Yeah. It's not even that. It didn't get up as hot. I don't know. The end of the day, there's a south-facing roof, and I have insulated as best I can without spending too much money in this garage. Right. And it gets. I probably should have turned the AC on a little earlier.
Oh well,
and I did.
Live and learn.
Yeah.
Well, I can't hear the fan, so it's.
Oh yeah,
fine.
me neither.
Yeah, so I am a huge fan of Hunt the She-Beast. I think I voted for it both times. That said, Ghosts, oh man, I was very much a late bloomer to this. However, the beginning of this, as I've talked about many times, I just love that diamond, that cancer. I don't know. The beginning of that song just blows my shit. I can't get enough of it, and thankfully got to tell John like how much I love that, and I do love that he made another song out of that completely, which I really do like, that he kept that one lyric, you think you have time, you have no time, thing with that initial part of the song. I really have grown to love Ghosts. I used to, I don't know, it didn't grab me, but then I don't know, one day I must have been sitting down or something, and I just let it wash over me, and my God, it's so good. It really is good, and it's atmospheric. They really taken advantage of some of those like weird echoey kind of sounds in there that I think really add a lot to the piece. Like, I quite like them a lot, and it's such a bleak song. And as little as I pay attention to lyrics, the times that I'm honed in onto them, yes, you're right. It is a really good matchup with the music and how the lyrics are. It's quite good. So I'm gonna have a hard time with this vote.
And you don't have to vote yet. We still have more.
No, but I got to start thinking about it.
You do.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I'm going to say.
That's
about
a good first start. Matthew,
all
what's
right.
your
Thank you.
first comments?
Yeah, Hunt the She-Beast never really stood out all that much to me, but very, very different songs, obviously. But I keep getting maybe it's just because I really like the lyric, "The circling arms of Mother Night will cradle your small firelight," and just that there isn't a whole lot of. I mean, the drums are crazy, but there isn't a whole lot of playing. It's quite spare and quite, it's more about the vocals, and it's more about it's almost like a round or something like that. And it made me, maybe that lyric kind of helped me to sing. It's like a bunch of young guys sitting around a campfire with dark all outside and they're just because they take turns. That's probably my favorite thing about this song is how there's parts where in each line, like each band member is saying the line after each other, including John. And that's I really like that aspect of it. I wish that there were more versions of it, because I think that the emphasis might have been really interesting. Where this is my line, or if they switched up lines, and this is a John line and this time Andy did it or whatever. It kind of just made me think that it is an interesting song, more interesting than I kind of gave it credit for, probably. More than likely, I probably gave it short shrift because of the quite obvious, like, oh, it's a little too on the nose or something like that. But maybe there's a little more subtlety to it, or maybe I'm imbuing it with some more subtlety. I don't know. It's interesting to listen to. It's very much belongs on the album it's on.
Yes.
And of the time it came out of. Ghosts maybe a little more timeless, and I guess maybe that I've talked a lot about how Ghosts and Joyful Reunion have kind of helped me through grief when my dad passed and stuff. But I liked this song long before that. I don't know why I connected with it so much, except I'm not a religious person, but I do believe that things leave their mark on the physical world, and it's a song about impermanence and ephemerality, but it's also a song about persistence as well, like in that there are traces of things. I actually was thinking about this song just recently, just like the other day. I was walking through New Westminster, which is it's not a suburb of Vancouver. It's just it was a independent city. It used to actually be the capital of the colony of British Columbia before Vancouver Island and the mainland colony of New Caledonia. They were separate, and they unified them. New Westminster was the capital, and it was a city before Vancouver was. And because of that, New Westminster reminds me a lot of Victoria, because I think they were probably built around the same time, probably built by the same people, because there weren't a lot of carpenters and masons, and they probably traveled between and really built both cities. But New West is quite compact. It doesn't really feel like the rest of Vancouver very much, and it definitely has its own feel, and it's kind of small, and it has quite a dense downtown, and it's quite well serviced with transit, and it feels like another place. But because it's older, it has a disproportionate number of cemeteries.
Oh wow!
Okay. And it's interesting to walk through, especially if you walk along the long axis of New Westminster. And there's a little bit older buildings. Nothing in Canada is all that old, but I mean it's old for BC. Some of the stuff and some of the houses, and it's definitely a place in flux. It's historically kind of been a working class town, but it's got some, up on the hill are the factory owners and whatever else. Right. But there are ghosts in New Westminster, and it's kind of interesting. Like its industrial past is kind of limited to down by the water. The main, I believe it was Labatt Brewery, was in New Westminster, and they've since moved it. So all of that land that the brewery occupied has been being turned into condos. And the main thing about the sort of eastern part out from downtown New West is all this kind of shitty condo, twisty roads, and then you find out that was like the BC Penitentiary lands. And I think a lot about that as I walk through there, because it was all pretty, it wasn't, it was pretty remote at the time. It was, I mean, the pen was only knocked down, I think, in the 70s or 80s. And then they developed all that land, except for...
Was there a cemetery in the pen, though, too?
Yeah,
cemeteries.
I believe there was. And there was also, I'm not going to remember the name of it offhand, but there was an asylum, like a mental, for people who are psychiatrically kept according to not well people. And there's this little park in between, like Kings Park, so just middle, so your standard kind of downtown park, old venerable park, and then there's like a ravine, and then there's all this development where the prison used to be. And there's this little linear park in between them, and it has all of these. I don't know. I don't think that they were. I don't think that this is the actual original cemetery, but they probably like moved the bodies, but it was all the dead from the asylum. And you can look at these, and so many of them are just a name and a death date. And the one that makes me really echoes is a bunch of the names are Chinese, and they're kind of weirdly and inconsistently spelled. And you just imagine these like lonely Chinese guys, like maybe their culture can deal with them, or maybe they're causing problems for the white people, whatever, but just stuck them in the asylum. And there was one, and the name is clearly misspelled, and it didn't say any name, it just said Wing. But it was Wigng. So somebody fucked it up.
Yep.
And they still just like posted it up. Yeah, Wang died 1931.
Wow, there's that's so sad.
So yeah, and then I was on my way to the pub called the Notorious Grey Fox, which is one of the best patios in the Vancouver area. But it is in the gatehouse from the prison. It's like one of the only buildings, maybe the only building left from the prison complex. And so you sort of sit in this like fortress-like structure as you enjoy your microbrewed beers and your chicken wings, and think about that. This was a prison, and maybe that ravine over there, people tried to escape down it and stuff like that. So I was thinking a lot about ghosts. But yeah, and that's a bit of an aside. I don't know. The ghost has always spoken to me on like a lot of different levels and speaking to me in a new way as I went on a walk just not even 2 weeks ago. So yeah, that one really hits deeply for me. Hunt the She Beast, yeah. I won't call it a novelty, but I think it's like, it feels like, and it's very fun in that way. Maybe people trying to figure things out, but you can imagine like people would just, I can imagine them just like sitting around riffing and coming up with a line, and that the song could potentially change depending on who was contributing to it, almost like a rap battle kind of thing, like a cooperative. That's kind of the feel it gave me. I like that about it. I hadn't thought about
rap
it that
battle.
way.
I love that. Yeah,
not a battle, but maybe like
no, I know what you mean. Yeah,
collaborative
poetry slam.
Poetry slam. More type of thing.
Laugh, you asshole, and try to be brave.
Yes.
My God, what a strange shape.
We're just doing William
the
Shatner.
Version.
What are you doing?
Truly, jaws are my dreams.
Shit.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of riffing, I was talking the server at the Notorious Grey Foxes. I was and telling him about he overheard me talking about the experience of walking through and seeing the headstones and stuff. And he's like, ghost hunters come through here.
Oh shit!
The other equipment stuff and.
Wow.
He got a good tip because I started joking and he picked up immediately and started like riffing with me on kind of like the silliness and like what people might do and are any of the ghosts like problem drinkers? Like, do they get into the stores and the places closed and stuff? But he picked up on it right away, and that was well done him.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I think I remember how this round works a little bit more. We sort of talk in things that each other say will challenge it or get riff on it.
They will, yeah. So
is that how it works?
Yeah, I go back now and talk again.
We're so
based on what you had said, and then I use my words, and then Michelle uses her words, and then you use your words, and we vote.
I'm going to use sound effects.
I love that. I'm going to have to get some more whiskey too, I think, in a little bit after this round. Yeah, so I pulled up the lyrics for Hunt the She Beast, and it's got some bangers, right? Like, it really does. It has some great lyrics, and I've always felt this too, Matthew. It does feel like a version of a song with, some terrified hunter-gatherers around the firelight, right? Or some tipsy BC boys around the camp, around the bonfire on the beach, kind of coming up with these lyrics.
The TV in the basement.
Yeah, exactly. Right. TV on the radio. And it really, there is some great syncopation to these lyrics.
Yes.
There is some really great. So in that sense, like maybe it doesn't have the emotional delivery, but it has some real, what's wrong?
I thought you froze for a minute.
Nope. It does have real musicianship to the lyrics. Right. Mm-hmm. So in the sense that in this one, the patter of the lyrics, right. The sort of syncopation is its own instrument in a way that's really neat. So I do want to give it that.
Yeah.
And the way that I think the lyrics play against John's beat in particular is something they don't do in this way in many other songs. So it really has that going for it, where it's playing against the rhythm in really interesting ways and playing into the beats where it's just kind of playing off of each other in this really, I think, kind of neat way. And I've always been sort of soft for that ending, meaning I have a soft spot. I'm not soft. That's stupid. It's not big dick. I have a soft spot for that. A single, simple, human being, right? Like that's great. It's great.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's just a lot of other great lyrics in this. I don't know why I'm thinking this, but it feels kind of a piece with Nolan's Odyssey, which I've seen. I don't know if either of you have seen this, but in the way that it sort of humanizes what was sort of a very masculine, borderline misogynist mythology, right? I know it's a very deep piece, so I'm not going to call the Odyssey misogynistic, but there's a lot of, cultural misogyny in it because that was the time. And I think Nolan does a lot to cut against the grain of that in some interesting ways. And I sort of feel this has some brotherhood with that, some sisterhood with that, in an interesting way. And also in the sense that it's really pointing to those old urges of patriarchy, which go back to some very old, deep places, which were very misplaced at probably a prior time to that, when there may have been more of a matriarchal focus in some societies. Anyway, so I don't mean to be shitting on this, because I'm not. Again, it's not super high in my list, but it has tons and tons of really good shit in it. And the delivery of it is that sort of poetry slam feeling. It's the delivery, while it may not have the emotional heft for me line to line in terms of the delivery as some others, especially Ghosts, it uses the voice in a very musical way that is very interesting, and deserves credit. And then Ghosts, I mean, I think round 3, as I'm finding every time, it's hard because, one, we've probably foolishly stuck to this format of not knowing what the songs are in advance, so we don't get to really have our thoughts worked out. But also, I've talked about this song several times in depth. I do think now, kind of thinking about it, what I do love about this song is you could, as a casual listener who's listening to it and reading along, which I would say you'd have to read along to really catch everything, think it's a deeply dire, pessimistic song, right? As many people will find about No Means No. And I don't find that to be true. I find it to be, there is something from a certain lens that you could look at this as a very nihilistic take on being. On the other hand, it's just a deeply realistic take that just sort of points to the horror/wonder of being a being for which impermanence is the rule, right? That you have no time. Nobody passes the test of time. That's an all-timer for me of one of their lyrics. I think that's great, right? Great wordplay. This album is chock-a-block full of great wordplay, great verbal philosophical puns by Rob. That's a super, super great one. The long climb into thin air, which is sort of like, you think about climbing into the air, gives that sense of, oh, you're ascending to heaven. But this is no, you're ascending to emptiness. There's nothing. There's no one there. That's it, right?
All right.
And yet this feeling that we do still live on in each other. And that, what is that, right? Like there is an echo that's left, buried voices underground, right? But an image may be left in place, but what is felt, there is no trace, because we may leave this image out in the world of ourselves in all these different forms, but the inner life of somebody is absolutely unknowable. And once it passes away, it's gone forever. So there's that sense of, you do live on in me, but what you really were, what you were inside, absolutely disappears when you're gone. There's nobody will ever know it. That is something utterly unique in the history of the universe, right? Which you can look at that as pessimistic or nihilistic, but to me, it's absolutely beautiful. And I think this is where Rob really excels in his poetry, is letting us feel both the horror and the wonder of this fact, of these incontestable facts of being a human being. And that idea that we long for what we are losing in ourselves and in others, and that everything that we hold dear in ourselves is also destined for negation. It's going to go away. And that's beautiful, and it's terrifying all at the same time.
Yeah.
And his plaintive cry of, you think you have time, because as we're alive, we're barely aware of the fact that we will be nothing. And so we live as if we have time, but we have no time. And often the death of others reminds us of that for a little while, or a moment, and that shock can bring about a very intense experience of ourselves and others. But few poets, other, outside of Rob in music to me, are able to hold that desperate wonder of, and this song, I think in particular, of just sort of that raising the fist to the listener and to himself at the same time, to just acknowledge the reality that you have no time, that this is it, right? And it's going to pass away. It's a deeply, deeply felt song. The music goes just hand and glove, top to bottom in this. It is a loping groove that goes along just like your life, and then it is a buzzsaw that cuts it short in a stochastic sort of just, bellowing rage at the nature of this thing that I just adore. I think this song is fucking great. So anyway, that's my round 2. Michelle.
Come on. What you said. Ditto. I don't shit.
What is talk more about Shibi. So I want to hear more from you musically about what hits you with this song.
What? Okay. All right. Thank you for the help. I just think it grooves. I think it kicks, groove. And I think the interplay with the way it's sung. And isn't this the song where I don't know what the words are, but doesn't Andy like sing in unison the same as his guitar?
Oh yeah, Kingdom come like Father before and my son after. Yeah, that's great. That line is great.
I love that. What's he say? Kingdom come in the fucking floor. What's he say?
Where I'm trying to find it right now. Oh, Kingdom come like my father before and my son after. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I love that. That is kind of rappy. That is great. But I just with the guitar he plays with that when that's said.
Yep.
It's like he's using the wah pedal.
Yeah.
He's got to have a wah pedal on there. It's sick, and it sounds so snary and raunchy. Oh my god! And the different lines, like they all add a little bit of a twist to some of the lyrics, and some are said louder and softer, and then the next time they do it, it's the second stand is. I don't know. They just play around a lot.
That's what I mean. Like, if there were other versions of it, it would be. I think it could never be exactly the same.
Yeah,
right.
It would have been great to hear this evolve.
It would be cool.
It would have been great to hear this live and see it evolve in that way. I think you're right. It could have become something else.
A lounge version.
Oh, that'd
be
great.
To hear a lounge version.
Let's see Dead Bob do something with this song.
Yeah.
I'd love to see them do something with Ghosts of Time, frankly, if I'm being honest.
Oh my god, I'll lose it if I hear that, man. Oh. Yeah, I love Ghosts of Time, and we talked about, I think, in the past that aerial video where you can see John play the drums, that shuffle, and sing it. Damn.
Yep.
Ghosts. I grew to love the not creepy, but the ambiance of it. It painted such a bleak, there's a fog I don't know. It's just, you can see that piece.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the fact that there's not a lot of verses trailing off like in Hunt the She-Beast, it's just very slow and deliberate, and God, that bass line, it's I think we talked about it too in the past. That bass line is hypnotic.
Yep.
Those triplets that he's playing are just really kind of hypnotic and kind of creepy, but they're not, but it's beautiful, but it's kind of creepy. I don't know. I've become a big fan of that song.
And Andy's guitar, just to put a hat on it, under those triplets is so haunting.
Oh, yeah.
Some of his most interesting work are in those moments where Rob is just going like, the slow, the quiet triplets. And Andy's like just textural guitar. Exactly. Doing so many neat things.
Yeah, you can't do a lot. He would have overpowered the song if he tried to do a lot in there. But that's what the kind of musician he is, where he knows when to pull back and just let it wash over you and happen. And he Jordan.
No, it's true.
Exactly. No, I just like the way you said it because you're well, yeah. That's the only way you can say that word on his playing, because he really is the consummate musician where he just listens.
He understands the song. He understands what it needs, right?
Yeah.
He's not like, let me fucking whip my shit out so that I look like the badass. Like, you don't need to. What makes you the badass is by playing the song, playing what's meant for the song, which he just kills.
Yeah, and he's never done that. He's never overpowered. He's all the excuse me, I got the burps. He's all the flavors in a meal. He is.
Yes, indeed.
He's the spice rack in this band, right? The
Even
spice
the
rack.
Taste a second time.
What's that?
Oh, what's that?
Even the flavors he tastes a second time.
Even the flavors he tastes a second time, especially those.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't either. I'm just.
You just burped.
Oh. Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Can I stop now?
You can. That was great.
All
right, Matthew.
All right.
What's your final
Thanks
thoughts
for helping me
on this?
I think that the take on the Odyssey is rereading the lyrics here, pretty bang on. For the She Beast, of course. This line here. Now there's nothing left to kill. You bet your whole world to your will when you reach out your mighty hand. There's nothing left but barren sand. You run and run and run, but you've forgotten what you're running
Jesus
from.
Christ, there it is.
Emptiness, and all that's left for you is death. And
you forgot what you're running from.
Yeah,
I think if people know their poetry and stuff, and just to link it to my whole experiences with my dad's passing and ghosts. My dad was a real big fan of Alfred Lord Tennyson, and I read Crossing the Bar and Ulysses to him.
Oh wow!
On his deathbed.
Oh wow!
Cool, Matthew.
Jesus.
What a nice gift.
And,
wow, that's very cool.
Ulysses by Tennyson. Ulysses is, of course, the Roman name for Odysseus, so it's the same story. But to sum up the Odyssey, read Ulysses, or if you know the poem, reread it. It is about going out into the world as a young man, and you go out and all you discover is that you want to go home again, and you had everything you needed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I guess there's quite a bit of commonality between ghosts. There is a pointlessness to existence, but at the same time, you just have to do it, and appreciate the circularity, appreciate the journey, because there is only one end.
And there's an absolute uniqueness to it, right? Like that uniqueness is not to be, shunted off lightly.
Yeah, and ghosts, I mean, again, ephemerality, but, there are traces, but all that's left is traces.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had the thought again as you guys were talking about the guitar, and I don't know why, and it's probably just this whole campfire image that I feel like, given the right context and given the right people, that you could play this song, or certain people delivered in the right way if they knew the lyrics. You could imagine Andy playing on just a shitty acoustic guitar and John playing on his knees, and it would be just as effective.
For Hunt the She Beast?
Wait, which one you talking
Hunt
about?
the She Beast.
Yeah. Sure.
Oh, I would love to see that.
Yeah. No, I'd love to see like the version where they're all in like 1950s doo-wop suits, and they're just sort of like, kind of slicked back hair, and they're, you could do this song so many ways. You couldn't do Ghost any of those ways, but this song really could be done a bunch of different ways and be really fucking good. I don't know why more people don't cover this song, because it's really wide open for doing a bunch of different fucking ways.
Yeah, true.
I think it'd be fucking rad.
I don't know that I have that much more to say.
All right, well, that's good. I think we did good on this. Let's vote. I'm going to vote first. I don't think it's going to surprise anybody for me that this is Ghosts by several lifetimes, I guess, several karmic readouts. So, Ghosts.
Football fields.
Yep. Soccer. I'm American. Fuck you.
Oh, right. That's right.
Strangey.
Sorry. I can't believe I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do it. I'm voting for art in this arrangement here. I'm voting for ghosts.
Ghosts.
Yeah. Gone artsy.
Yep. No. Ghosts. Is,
Ghosts.
Etched like a misspelled name in a tombstone.
Yes.
In me as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
You should bring him a flower someday, Matthew.
Yeah,
That'd be
man.
nice. Bring that guy a flower.
Shit. All right. Well, we did it. Round 1. We all unanimously voted for Ghosts. Ghosts makes it to the final set of songs, as it should.
All right.
So before we take our requisite piss break and I refill my whiskey just a wince,
Just a smidge.
just a smooch.
Just a skosh.
We are not doing a listener submission this time. Not because there aren't a few to do, but because it's been so long, I've lost track of which ones I need to do and which ones I haven't. So I need to dig back into that. So if you haven't
you got to stretch and touch your toes.
Yeah, if you haven't had your listener submission read yet, don't worry. The fact that we aren't playing it in this is no indication that we won't. I'll be going through and making sure that we get all of them read. But it's a good.
It is that you're terrible and we dislike you.
It is, that's for sure. But I do want to say this: we are. I mean, when I say we're nearing the end of this, like, you know, with the pace at which we're going, this is 3 more years before we're done with this bullshit. But all of that said, there's a number of different things you could say. You can still write in to tell us your No Means No origin story. You can still write in to tell us what song has meant the most to you. You can still write in to tell us a good anecdote about No Means No. You can also, and this is...
Or Dead Bob.
There
must be anecdotes.
Absolutely.
Much more contemporary anecdotes. Tell us some of them.
But I also want to say this, and this is a very parasocial thing, right? From the other side of the parasocial boundary. I would love to hear how, you know, if you've stuck with the podcast this long, why? Like, what is it about listening to us, knowing other people are talking about it? I like to hear that shit, right? Definitely gives me a little momentum to know, oh shit, people are out there. They like listening to us jabber about this, and not just about us, but knowing that there are other people. I think it was the last one we read, I think, where it was the guy who's not on Facebook or anything like that, and has always sort of been a lone No Means No fan on their own, and then finding the podcast and realizing that there were other people as fucking absolutely bonkers about this band as they are. That's what we're going for. I want to hear those stories too. So really just write in about anything. The email address, Matthew, is what?
No Means Nothing Podcast at gmail.com.
That's right. No Means Nothing Podcast at gmail.com.
I have been finding it very amusing. We've been doing this over such a span of time that people come up to me sometimes and tell me something I said 3 years ago. I have no recollection whatsoever.
Oh,
That's
wow.
hilarious.
Right now, like our listener Corey is he's a few episodes back, and he is sending us emails and basically live blogging.
It's great.
His experience.
Corey's are great.
It's hilarious. But the thing is, like,
oh wow,
you know, he's talking about shit we did. I do not remember what I said.
100%.
Or
All right.
what he might be referring to half the time. So I have to like re-listen to contextualize the email he sent about the thing that we did.
Yep.
That's cute.
No, it's great. Corey's missives have been an absolute highlight for me again and again. So I fucking love it. All right.
That's great.
Let's I'm going to put a little timestamp in here in my document so that Parker
I think
knows
I
when
can
to go.
see myself reflected in the window behind you.
You can, right?
Oh yeah, did you move your desk?
I'm
You did, didn't
I'm
you?
downstairs. Yep. Because I was
Oh, you're in a different room.
Yeah, I'm on a better computer,
yeah, there
better
I am.
connection. There you are.
I see two
Oh my
of me.
God.
See dead people. All right, I'm going to tinkle, and then I'm going to get some whiskey. So I'll be back.
I'm gonna tinkle and get a beer. I'll be right back myself.
I'm gonna tinkle and get a citron surette.
And we're back.
Got to say hi to Glenn.
Who's Glenn?
Glenn's the new cat.
Oh, yay, Glenn.
Yeah, Glenn's
Has
in
he
his.
met the?
He's in his catio.
He's still not getting along with the other guys.
No, he is not.
Oh, no.
No. Oh, I forgot to get my drink. Hang on.
Oh, don't forget your drink. Your drink.
Yo, drink.
Your drink. Get your drink on, baby.
Did you have the gig yet for the amniogenipedes or whatever they're called?
Angine de poitrine. No, That's in December with Secret
those
Chiefs 3. They're fucking.
Those guys are getting tuckered out. Have you seen the posts where people are seeing them like?
I'm worried about them.
Like the guitar player is having trouble breathing and shit.
Well, the last show they were at where that happened was in Colorado, which is a very high altitude. So that's probably what was happening.
Oh, okay. All right.
I have definitely noticed it when I'm in Calgary and Denver.
Yeah.
I'm a coastal boy.
Yeah. So I think that was part of what was going on. But I do hope
these guys they haven't had a break. No. Like they're gonna get fucking sick.
They just have to make it through December and then stop and rest. But I have
for a year.
I have to see them with Secret Chiefs 3. I just can't.
No, I know.
All right, so I'm gonna peg it for Parker at 57.36. All right, we're back, and we're going to do, I don't know, some other fucking set of bullshit songs. Let's see what we got here.
I wish you guys could meet Glenn.
Oh. I want to meet Glenn, but I'm worried if I meet Glenn, I'm gonna want Glenn and.
For the listeners, Glenn's my new cat. He's not getting along with the other cats.
Oh,
I think he was socialized to people, but not cats.
Do you think
he wants to?
Do you think there's
murder
hope?
The cats? Hard to say.
Hard to say.
What about anti-anxiety stuff? Do you think
we've tried everything.
Oh, well,
yeah, he's pretty determined.
Yeah. He's fucking cute though. Oh my god.
He's cute.
So give me just a second. I have these songs here, but I am not seeing the clip for the
We're gonna have to sing it a cappella.
And the irony above ironies is that it is indeed the a cappella song.
No. Of what?
Forward to Death.
Oh.
Forward to Death. Let me just take a little minute here to see if Parker did not do it. Give me just a second. Hold on. Parker's listening to me on the recording going, what the fuck? I know I put it in there, but we may just have to listen to the other one and then.
What did Forward to Death vanquish?
I will see. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm thinking about this.
Let me tell you. Forward to Death beat Faceless May in the last round.
Yes.
I do not have a clip of Forward to Death, folks. So I mean, we're gonna have it in the mix. You'll hear it, ladies and gentlemen, but we will not. So you'll have to take my word for it. So let me tell you what it goes against. We are in this round putting Long Days against Forward to Death. So let us just hear the clip, I guess, of Long Days. And now, Forward to Death. I don't like your attitude. I don't like your attitude. Sorry, no, that's not really good, but there it is. All right. Well, Matthew, you get the ignominious benefit of being first. So go for it. Compare these two songs,
if you will. That was really awful.
That was great. I think we killed it. I mean, I think we killed it.
Yeah.
Okay. Sip my drink, wet my whistle, and you know, interesting that it was songs about death and now Forward to Death. Of course, it is DK cover. I did not have this. I may still not have it, you know, in physical form. I don't know that I
the Virus 100
had money at the time to buy an album for a single song. Can't really compare these two. Again, it's one of these ones where it's a cover song up against the No Means No song. And while the novelty is absolutely fantastic, I love the granularity with which they broke down the various instruments.
Yeah.
They must have had so much fun doing it. For Forward to Death. Long Days, yeah, it's one of those ones that really just sort of reaches inside you and wraps itself around your spine and
tickles your sphincter.
Yeah, right at the very end with its long tickly bit. Yeah, not much to the song, and I don't know if it's intentionally about tedium. It is not tedious at all, but it is repetitive. And again, it's one of those, maybe an earliest, or certainly one of the earliest examples of one of those meditative pieces, which is clearly like the Islamic
the dhikr.
Yeah, the meditative thing, which I guess I was kind of relating onto the Shibis too a little bit, in that it is kind of a round. Yeah, you could make probably Long Days as long as you were willing to play it. I mean, it doesn't really end so much as just sort of stops.
There should be one of those, you know how like people on YouTube have made like endless cuts of songs that go on for like 12 hours where they just loop it. Someone should fucking do that for Long Days and make like a 24-hour version of this song that just goes and goes and goes. Because why not?
What are you talking about?
Because why not? Anyway, sorry.
Because just because you can doesn't mean you should.
It
what
is.
What's that all about?
Sort of I would have to kind of. I can probably play No Means No songs in my head, but I would have to play it through from the start, because it's been some time since we did the podcast, and probably since I listened to it, No Means No, to be honest, and because we are only finding out what songs we're talking about as we're talking about them, or immediately before we're talking about them, I kind of like, does Long Days have very much guitar in it at all, or does it have any guitar?
None.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Zero, none.
Yeah.
This is the one where, like, I got to see them play this at a tour once where it was just John and Rob coming out first to play Who Fucked Who and this before Tom came out.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's a two-hander.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Like metronome.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like metronome, yeah. Long Days has always been one of my favorites, if not my favorite, on from Sex Magic for sure. And it's definitely right the heck on up there. But I'm trying to think about why. Why is that? It is probably the meditative aspect, what grabbed me about it as a young man? Is it the same thing that grabs me as a less young man? I think it's the same. I think it's the same thing. The feeling it gives me, and it might be the same feeling. It might be, it's a heartbeat. It's breath. It is that constant rhythm until it doesn't end. It just stops. Yeah, very, very difficult to compare these two. I'm probably like not being very secretive about which one I'm probably going to end up picking, but that tends to be the pattern. If it's a No Means No song versus a cover, then it's pretty easy, pretty easy pick. I then next the end of this is going to be much more difficult, I think. Anyway, I don't know much about what I will say. I guess I'm thinking about what time period. They're not separated very far, and it's 5 years, something like that, because Forward to Death was recorded at the same time as the Skies Falling in My Mommy, right?
Pretty much around that era.
I don't know. Is that true?
Well, yes. It was like 92, I think.
That's
something
very
like
intriguing.
That. Yeah,
it's at the time, but
Wow.
I seem to remember it's either recorded during that or that was recorded during Zua Pasuko's one. I have a feeling it was that, but I can't remember for sure. But it was just kind of spat out, something that they did and something that they could contribute. I don't know whether I can't remember the story, whether they were asked to contribute, or they just had that to contribute when asked?
I
no.
don't
They were
remember.
asked to contribute, and then they did that.
Right. But was it at the same time? Anyway, I'm gonna sip my drink and think a bit and pass it off to Strangey.
Okay.
Just real quick, 0 + 2 = 1 came out in 1991. This came out in 1992. So this predates. This is actually post-band material almost. Maybe it was recorded during 0 + 2 = 1, but it came out. 0 + 2 = 1 came out in 91, and Virus came out in 92.
What's Sky? When was that?
The Sky
91.
Yeah, I think 91.
The Sky.
Let's see, date.
But that's just all label mates.
91. So it was.
It's all the label mates, and
Yeah. So around that same time.
Yeah.
End of the era.
So I'm
the
sure
end of the
they
Andy
were
era is when this was.
asked to do it, right?
They were.
Must have been asked
Oh
to
yeah.
do it.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, we know that.
Yeah.
Like all the
Yeah.
bands were asked to do something.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right.
Yesterday I got a wasp
misunderstanding.
sting.
Ouch.
Yeah, I didn't even see it happen. It's right between the web of on my left hand, between my pinky finger and the ring finger, and I barely even felt it when it happened, but now it is all swollen out. Oh my God, is it itchy?
Yep. Well, don't let wasps sting you.
You know what? You want to know how you can stop an itch immediately? Don't laugh. Listen to this.
Piss on
There's
it?
2 ways you can do it. You have
Just one simple
a
trick.
spoon in a hot cup of coffee that's really hot, and then you stick the spoon on there.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can take a hairdryer. This really fucking works, people. You get a mosquito bite, you take a hairdryer and you stick it on the itchy part of the mosquito bite until you can't stand it anymore.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
you
so-
pull it away,
so the-
and your skin's like, holy shit, I'm on fire.
Your skin's like,
Fucking
I'm
itch.
burned and blistering, and so I no longer feel
Yeah.
itchy. Got it.
Exactly.
You know what also
And it
works?
fucking
If you
stops
get like
it immediately.
wait, no, this also works. Get a really boiling, I mean like so boiling pot of water and spill it all over the mosquito bite. I swear to God, you won't feel the itch anymore.
All right.
No, I'm gonna try the
trying to
hair
help
dryer.
people
I'm gonna
here.
try the hair dryer
No,
trick. That looks
no,
good.
I'm telling you, the hair dryer, and like put it on there until you can't stands no more.
All right.
And you pull it off, and the itch is gone.
I have a little gadget that applies heat to a little point.
Oh,
It's
nice.
Exactly,
So there
it's
you
exactly
go.
for
Heat gun in
that.
For that same thing, it's a
Ow.
mini hair dryer. Nice.
Yeah.
Uh,
Apparently,
yeah.
it destroys the proteins in the venom.
Speaking of mini hair dryers, Michelle, what do you think of these two songs?
My bad.
No, I'm just getting us back on track.
Oh my God. We're going to come here for some health tips when we're done with all
Dude,
this
people
now.
come here for all sorts of shit, so I'm not
I
going to
know.
yuck anyone's yum.
Well, hey, that's one of the best tips I can give
It's a
to our
good one.
fellow people. It really does.
And
work.
that's weird that a wasp
Okay.
thing itches, by the way. I'd never really thought about that. I haven't been bit by a wasp since I was a kid, so I don't know. I always thought it would just fucking hurt.
I don't know.
But an itch, that's the thing.
It's as your body breaks
Sure.
it down. That's what. Yeah.
As your body hits
Yeah.
the floor. All right, Michelle.
All right, long days. I'm drinking beer too fast. I'm getting the burps.
It's all right. We like burps.
The song "Long Days." Rob is singing it.
Yep.
Very legato.
Mm-hmm.
You know, connected, drawn out words. But if you listen to his bass line, it's not completely staccato, but it has a couple of quick passing notes and kind of short. So I don't know, maybe it's like tapping your head and rubbing your stomach. Like that has got to be so hard to
yeah.
do. Think about
Hell
that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's going through that bass line and he's banging it out and having it go really quick and having it be like some short notes, but then he's singing like this legato thing. I don't know, maybe that makes it easier that he doesn't have to sing the same way as he's playing. I don't know. That just blows my shit. And while it does seem, quote, repetitive, I think I'm going with Matthew here, not knowing really originally why it was intriguing to me, but I do think it's very
Hypnotic.
meditative and
Yeah.
therapeutic, and it's just you kind of get sunk into what you're listening to, and it almost starts not sounding the same, right? Like I don't know, when you meditate on a word and you say it enough times, it just I don't know, it's. I'm very intrigued why I like this.
Something that they do all the time, where the rhythms actually aren't changing that much, but the emphasis changes, and that sort of makes it sound really different, even though it's not.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We definitely have stuff
Yeah.
to say about that.
Yeah, and that they'll do it very subtly. Sometimes they put it on different beats. Like I've talked about, one of the main aspects of why this band kills is where they put the accents, and that's
This is
speaking of death.
this is
That's like an
a
epitaph.
piece de resistance about that. This
Yep.
particular. Anyway, I'm gonna hold my powder.
No. I think we're getting
I love
very
my favorite
excited.
thing, and it's kind of related to that, but it's like dun 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 dun, but then sometimes it's just,
When he goes up the octave, you
and
mean?
sometimes it's just dun 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 dun.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
yes.
yeah.
It's
Yes.
the
Single,
It's
sustained note rather than two notes.
To jump in. Well, I'm gonna wait because I got a lot to say.
No, don't. Let's riff because I suck at this.
No. So I think that this is one of the better examples because it's so pared down in a way, because it's a two-hander, where they really are able to instantiate and demonstrate how the interplay between the brothers is just fucking unparalleled, because you have this looping bass line that on a certain level you may say like, well, it's the same bass line over and over. Fuck no, it's not. There are so many. Not only does he give subtle variations in what is emphasized here and there, but then John gives subtle variations on what he emphasizes. So the two of them back and forth are changing this bass line from the moment it starts to the moment it ends. It is never the fucking same. There's always something a little different about it.
It seems like it's more grown than written.
Almost.
Whoa!
Yeah. Well, and that's and again, this was going to be something I was going to say, so that's great. It starts with, I grew them long, I grew them short. There is something that develops in this, right? There's this idea of this is a meditation on time from a deep psychological perspective. I think it's a more sort of a meditative version of now, which also talks about time in a different way, but it says many of the same things. It's also a meditation in the inability to exist in the moment, and the curse of existing in the moment that feels like nothing but the absolute weight of the past and the future. This living in this terror and this like overburdening, like I think especially as a young person, of what comes behind and this length of time that's ahead. And then he has this one line, this look into that hole. Can you see what's in it? He's talking about the now. He's like, you can't see the now. You're so fucked that you're just buried under the past and the future. You're buried under the time that's stretching behind you and the time that's stretching in front of you. And that's ruining your experience of the now. It's this hole that's just ruined by the weight of these two things, which are absolutely ephemeral and don't exist. And this, I think, you talked, Michelle, about this looping bass line. That's it's timekeeping, right? That's the seconds. That's counting the seconds. That's the clock, the seconds. And then there's the weight of the legato of the like, it's the suffering under the weight of the past and the weight of the future, the long days. But underneath it is this constant grind of the seconds and the minutes. And the way that they subtly change. So we think it's always the same. We think it's always the same, but it's not. If you're carefully attending to the now, everything is constantly changing just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. But he's unable to hear that. He's unable to see it. He's just wasting his time away because he's locked.
Wasting time.
Exactly. He's locked in the past and he's locked in the future and unable to be in this absolutely expansive now, right? And there's that song that pops up later. And I think that's one of the reasons I love this song, is because it really does get to the futility of living purely under the weight of one's wasted past and the fear of a future that's either feeling like it's going to be empty or feels oppressive and ruins one's experience of the moment. And yet in this moment, there's this intricacy that one can follow if one really follows what's happening. That's just fascinating and amazing and depthful and huge in itself and doesn't have to be wasted. But there's that meditative nature to this, and the way that I think the musical break in this, where it really where John just really fucking lets loose against this bass line, is so good. This is one of my favorite Rob John moments, where it's not like he's going completely crazy, but he lets it loose just enough that it just explodes this. It's not a simple bass line, but a a steady, repetitive bass line, he just explodes it with the drum, with the beat underneath it, with his drum break, right? Like Rob doesn't get a break in this. Rob has no break. His breaks are very subtle. I think Rob's break is when he goes up an octave, which is fucking incredible. And if you're not listening carefully, you might not even notice that he's done it because it's so like seamless.
I noticed it.
I know, but it's so seamless. But John is the one as the timekeeper, as the second keeper, as the pulse keeper, who gets to really fucking go crazy and draw you into the moment before all of that's gone. And he goes back into just a rolling snare.
Yes.
He draws you back out of this moment of ecstasy of realizing where you are in the moment into nope, you're just back down into the drudgery of and it just lulls you back into that sense of sort of myopia about where you are, right? It's just, I think this song is like chef's kiss, right? Whereas I kind of shit on Hunt the Sheepies for not being holistic, and then maybe mollified that a little bit and modified it a bit. This is a song like Metronome where everything is absolutely in tune perfectly all the time. Like everything about this song is exactly where it needs to be. It's saying exactly what it needs to say in exactly the right fucking way, period, full stop. It is a masterpiece of two-handedness, right? There are other than Mama, this is one of the bare handful of two-handers we get. And it is so good, right? Clearly it was known, like Andy's like, I don't need to be like, we don't need me.
Yeah, I'm out of here. You don't need me.
And maybe this was even like an older song. Maybe this was a Mama era song that was brought forward, and who knows? I don't know. But and
I'd like to know the answer to that question.
And while the lyrics aren't, I mean, they're brilliant in the sense that they're so simple. Like the bass line is not simple, but it's fucking brilliant. Like all of these lyrics are exactly that sense of feeling. Like probably because of the time period, this song really reminds me of being in this very specific flat in my 20s, sitting in this room, bored out of my fucking skull, probably stoned out of my gourd, not knowing what to do, and just listening to this song. And like, rather than those moments where I look to my future and maybe felt hopeful, or look to my past and had it buoy me, those senses of just like this despair of this future and this crushing guilt of the past, and just standing in the midst of it in a moment that's absolutely ruined by these two absolutely fictitious, non-existent universal elements, past and future, don't exist. Look in the hole. What's in it? Look into that hole. Can you see what's in it? Nope. Long days. I wasted them away. The guy's like, nope. I'm just looking at the days. Fuck that. I'm not looking in the hole. I'm not looking at it right now. Fuck you. It's just great. The song is fucking genius.
It was Rob when he was learning golf. He looked in the hole.
I've realized I have not talked
no golf ball.
Exactly. Now, I realize I haven't talked about Forward to Death. I'm not going to shit on this song. This fucking rules. So
it does
as
rule.
I've said before, listening to Virus, knowing they were going to put something on it and being like, fuck yeah, I can't wait to see what No Means No is going to put on there. And then hearing this shit come out and being like, what in the actual fuck? And then grinning so hard that my mouth hurt for days.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Just amazing, the musicianship in this through their fucking mouths, right? The way that they're able to create this a cappella orchestra of hilarity is fucking great. And nothing else on this album compares. There's some great songs on that album, by the way. Some great Michael Franti doing Disposable Heroes of Hypocrisy.
Yes.
Fucking
that is so
California
good. That
Uber
is
Alleys.
so
It's so
good.
fucking good. Steel Pole Bathtub is on there. Like there's some great songs on there. But this is like
Michael Franti is a very nice man.
Yes. He is a very nice man. But this shit is like transcendent. It's like, okay, this is No Means No at their most humorous, while also showing like not only could it be funny as fuck, but we can create something so tight, so amazing that it's not just a joke. It is the best joke, but it's also tight as fuck, which is why in the past I voted for this, right? Over Faithless May, which I will look back and regret a little bit because I think Faithless May is great. But the reason I voted for this is because it does really exemplify their ability to take the piss, but their taking the piss is like fucking virtuosic, right? Like they're not satisfied with just making a joke. They have to make it the best shit you've ever heard in a 2-minute, like short little a cappella bit of genius.
I don't even think it's 2 minutes.
It's not even 2 minutes. You're right. It's probably like 45 seconds. But it's a cover. It's really short, and it's not Long Days, which is just fucking genius. So that's my initial take. So Matthew, you're round 2 of this pairing.
I started thinking about the piss taking, and you know what? It is an homage to the DK song. At the same time, No Means No would never express this thought, not like that.
Wait, what?
Wait,
what?
time out.
Wait,
I'm getting a fucking error really quick. So I'm wondering if I'm not recording anymore. So let's pause for a second.
We're kind of in the zone, though,
I know.
man. We are in
I
the
know.
zone.
So I'm just going to send you a new Zencastr leak real quick, just in case I lost all of that audio, which would really suck.
You better not
So
have.
just pause, and I'm going to send you. We can stay on Zoom, but keep audio off, and then I will send you a new Zencastr link.
Do I close the Zencastr?
All right. Well, hopefully we didn't lose any of my bullshit ramblings. So we're going to go ahead and start with Matthew, round 2. What do you got to say about these?
Oh, I was just noticing how, as I was saying, maybe a bit of a homage to, as well as piss take of the Dead Kennedys, because I think the sentiments expressed in this song are really raw, but I don't think that No Means No ever would have expressed themselves that way. It's a little too uncouched in either, well, there's humor, but there's I don't know. It's a bit too, not too. It's on the nose in a manner that No Means No doesn't tend to be. So it's an interesting choice on their part.
Those guys.
That's interesting. Yeah. I don't remember whether they were able to choose the song.
Mm-hmm.
Or just the format.
I wonder how that got determined.
I think we heard about that from Andy, but I don't remember.
Neither do I. But yeah, that would probably have been interesting either way. Which one do you choose?
Yeah.
Because then, people would choose the more well-known ones or whatever. So maybe it was assigned.
I don't know.
I don't know. Not those.
I think Andy told us, but I don't remember.
They were all kind of weirdos. Yeah. They would have chosen like ones off the beaten path, I would think.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. That's just a thought based on what you said, Matthew. I don't know. I don't know.
I started thinking a little bit more about what Jordan was saying. I'm going to go all linguistics nerd here on the lyrics to Long Days. Okay, see them stretch out behind me. That's past progressive. See them crouch right behind me. Past perfect. See them pass right beside me. Present progressive. See them stretch out before me. I mean, future, as much as English has one. It's.
I remember those terms.
Yeah. I don't know. English. It's an unusual language in some ways. Everybody. Like so many people have it as a first language and second language. It's lingua franca for much of the world, but it's actually really, really fucking complicated language, especially like fixing things in time. We do it in a way that's really actually quite unusual. We don't have tense as such. We do. Yes, we do. We have like 2, arguably 3 actual tenses. Everything else is expressed in different ways. It's less about when things are, but how things happen.
Right.
In relation to time. And so, in other languages, like you can't say something like, I will have wanted to have been wanting to go to the show.
What?
And that'll make sense to somebody. Like you can sort of pass through it, but to express, but that's all like nuances of feeling and intention and stuff like that. We don't really talk about when that actually is. I mean, those you can sort of express whether that is. You'd have to think about whether that is in the future or the past or the present.
And to be a nerd about it, a linguistics nerd, language defines our experience of time in a very large degree because of that, right?
Yes.
Like our experience and understanding of what time is so conditioned by our language in that very sense, 100%.
And yeah, in some ways, I mean, we've talked a lot about it. Jordan, you've talked about it. How there is no now really, and we've talked about how even sort of just biochemically, we never actually experience the now because there's a time between the stimulus and the response or the perception. So we're never actually purely engaged with the present. So looking to that hole, can you see what's in it? No, you can't, because you see what was there. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I don't know that I ever got that more, metaphysical or analytical about this song. It just made me feel feels. I remember thinking about that. See them stretch out behind me, and like in really personifying or thinking of long days, or thinking of time as, entities or like little creatures or something, and what that would look like.
The Langoliers for Stephen King fans. Sorry.
Yeah, I do think about them, and I don't know that I've ever articulated it, but I think about what they would look like, and what see them pass right behind me. Are they noticing me? Are they looking at me? Are they not? And these creatures are somewhat like, they're not Dr. Seuss creatures, but they are maybe Edward Gorey creatures.
Oh, I love
Hieronymus
Edward
Box
Gorey.
creatures. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know what that is too. That book is fucked.
It'd be great. This song would make a great Edward Gorey book.
Yes, it would.
Love Edward
Indeed.
Gorey.
Indeed.
I love Edward Gorey.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. All I can really talk about is we talked about the music. We talked about how it makes you feel. Talked about the lyrics. I'm out.
That's good. That's great.
Yeah.
I think, Michelle. No, you're the last one, right? So now it's time for voting. No,
so.
you're the first one. So now it's Michelle to talk
Michelle,
about.
Then you, yes.
Yeah, Michelle, then you. Me. Sorry, whiskey.
I think I said what I wanted to say about long days, about finally figuring out that it was the meditative aspect of this song that was intriguing to me, which is funny because meditating is intriguing. I don't know. And in this song, John is the one who's turning up the temperature, right? Rob's not dilly-dallying too much off of what he's been doing. And another cool thing that I thought about while we were all talking, Rob's vocal range in this song, he does a lot of minor thirds, and then he'll go up a half step, and then another half step, and back down to the tonic. He doesn't branch past like a fifth in the song at all, if at all. It's all very
Sorry,
very,
can you explain?
Very condensed.
I don't have a lot of musical terminology. Can you explain a little bit more what that means?
Yeah. Dive into it. But what you're talking about there. Unpack it for us,
Okay,
novices.
all right. I used to teach or help people learn sight singing, and I used to help people with intervals. Do you know what intervals are? The space between two notes. So a minor third is like the nya 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 nya. You know, like when you got to go to the concert, Matthew, and we didn't. That's a minor third. Count the hours I got to go to the concert and you didn't.
Nice.
And then he will go up a half step. Is this what you want me to do? Like
yes.
he's just lifting it up a little bit, but he's not doing these. He never has been. He's never done this operatic thing, but the space of his of the vocals in this song is like
because
fifth.
It feels unresolved, right? Like leaves this feeling.
Well, no,
because
he does resolve it.
No, I know he does it, but he gives you this unresolved part first, and then he resolves it.
Yes,
but it puts you in that state of unresolvedness for a little while.
And there's a tritone in there, and then it goes up a fifth. I don't think it goes higher than a fifth. Like a fifth.
Until he goes long days at the end,
that's
right?
A fifth.
That's a fifth. That's right.
That's a fifth. Yeah, I don't think his vocal range spans.
No, you're
more
right.
Than
it
a
is
fifth.
very.
But he does hone in on the minor third, the nya, and he also hones in on the tritone, which we've discussed many times. Which is a very anxiety-ridden interval, which is 3 whole tones, C to F sharp. So C
with
to
that
G,
rolling line underneath it, and
I know
it's
gurgling, it's churning.
It is.
But if you listen to what John's doing, he's like fucking tearing it up.
Yeah. He is the heartbeat, right?
He's
like
tearing it up, and
he's
he's
a rhythmic heartbeat.
Yes,
right, and he's like kind of getting more like I'm not serious, but what's the word I'm trying to say? He's got frenetic.
Anxious, like he ramps up the anxiety, right?
Yeah,
the freneticism,
yes,
until that moment where he comes back down to the right, and he's like bringing it back, right back into the just.
He's like them heart things on the wall. He's
God
damn. And
sometimes talking about these songs, I'm just like, what the fuck are these people?
I know. I know.
God.
The more we talk about it, and like Rob's singing in this is very angelic to me. It's bell like, which we've talked about before with his vocals, where it's just over the top, sustaining bell like kind of features, which are really, I don't know. It's very
so at odds with the musicianship in a way, and yet so perfect for the musicianship, right?
Well, yeah,
to your point, the legato
he
over the staccato is it is pitch perfect for the discussion of time in our experience. This is one of those holographic masterpieces.
Mm-hmm.
God, I love this band,
and he's so good when he holds out his note. Rob is not a bad singer.
No,
he's not.
No, he's amazing.
He doesn't shit the bed at all.
His singing is directly connected with his feeling, right? Like this guy is not someone who sings from his intellect. This is not a guy who's singing from his technique. He's not singing from technique. He is singing from his fucking soul.
From his diaphragm.
Which I would equate from the soul. I equate that. That is the soul, right? It's not like, how do I get the best breath? How do I communicate? It's like, no, what am I feeling? How can I feel this?
Yeah.
Diaphragm with a little bit of pelvic floor. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, these guys. That was great, Michelle.
Thank you. That's a compliment coming from you. Jeez.
Fucking
come on.
Great.
Well,
this is the shit, man. This is
I know.
I
know. And we're all in a little bit into our cups, but you know what? It's helping here. Like, okay, the forward to death. Oh, by the way, the long days, I think I said it, and I think I said this before in a past episode. I think it's Phrygian mode. Rob is playing a Phrygian mode scale. He's just doing a scale.
He is, yep. So
if you go up to a piano and you start on E, which I think is what I should have done. Well, no, I couldn't have because we didn't know we were going to pick. If you go up to an E and play the scale, all the white notes down to the next E, that's the bass line that Rob's playing in the song. It's called Phrygian mode.
I don't know the origin of Phrygian. I mean, it's probably referring to back to sounds. That sounds Greek as fuck to me. But
oh yeah, they're all Greek words.
The only other instance that I know of the word Phrygian, if you look in, I think it's like the flag, coat of arms of Guatemala and Argentina. It shows up a lot in like Latin American heraldry. It's the thing called the Phrygian cap. It's this little fucking red toque, which is a symbol of revolution.
Nice.
And I think it goes right back to France and stuff like that. But
and then back to Greece.
Phrygian. I don't quite know the origin. I should probably look into that. Phrygian mode, Phrygian cap.
Phrygian mode.
Anyways,
I think that's the bass line Rob's playing. The key signature of C major, starting on an E, and going down a full octave's worth of notes. That's the bass line.
So fucking good.
Forward to death. I'm going to take this opportunity, and I don't think I discussed it with you, but I'm very aware of this. Forward to Death is on the Virus 100 compilation CD, which is awesome, and I got it very early on, knowing like, oh, there's that No Means No band that I love. I'm going to get this. And I got introduced to a whole bunch of bands. In fact, there were a bunch of people that first heard No Means No on this CD that I think we found out when people sent in some stuff. But one of those bands on this compilation CD is Alice Donut. And I want to say something about Alice Donut because they did the Halloween cover, which was fucking sick. And when I saw No Means No in New York in 1995, it was Alice Donut was the headliner.
Oh, fuck yeah.
But they have lost their muse, their guy, Chet Mazur. He passed away. He was hit by I think they found out it was a I don't want to talk about the asshole, but somebody hit him and took off, and they finally found out who it was. But they had to bury their friend today, Chet Mazur, and he was on the cover of a couple of their. I think I have a couple of albums, the Untidy Suicides of Your Degenerate Children. I think I have that CD, and there was this guy on there. I don't know. The cover was so fucked, but it was that guy Chet. Mm-hmm. And the more I read about this guy, because I'm on all the socials and Facebook.
Yeah, I've seen all that too.
Like everybody's just like gutted about this, and he was such an eccentric, lovable motherfucker. Where you would talk to him, and he wouldn't condescend if you didn't know anything, or he would include you in a conversation. He just like Lower East Side, New York City.
The like, punk ethos, right? Like the good punk ethos.
Yeah.
Of just being an absolutely genuine human being who's willing to fucking deal with anything.
And can talk to you about any subject and relate. And So it's I'm really kind of glad this song came up, because it reminded me of the whole Virus 100.
That's great.
And
great
I Alice Donut is on that, and that band is grieving right now. And
I know. Man,
we've had a lot of death discussion tonight, haven't we?
Tom listens to this podcast sometimes. So Tom, if you're listening, man, like hearts out. Man.
Tom, what's his last name? Altona. Yeah. No, they're all hurting tonight, and today was the memorial service, and a bunch of people got together in New York City. The funeral was somewhere else, but like I hope his family is seeing that he had a lot of friends and a lot of love there. So So I want to say that, but
if I was saying like earlier, you like I was talking about ghosts. You there are traces left, but there's nothing left but traces. But it seems like Chet left some pretty serious and sometimes icky and sometimes icky ones.
What do you mean? Like what?
Well, the album cover, it's like super great and disturbing, and I love that.
No, it's great. Uncomfortable, right? Because uncomfortability makes us face ourselves. Right?
I didn't know him, but from what you say about him, like, and people don't know the story and everything like that, I have a feeling that he will continue, and those traces of his will continue to do exactly what they were intended to do.
Yep.
Well into the future, and it seems like he would probably have enjoyed that.
I think he would love it. I've never met him, but he was very much the muse for that band. He was on stage with him as one of the members of that band, even though he didn't play an instrument. He was just their muse. He was great. So.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say, as I head into my part 2 of this round 2 here, that is the Michelle content I'm here for. That fucking ruled. That was incredible. Thank you. That fucking ruled. Oh, yes. Wow.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
I've never done much. I don't know much about music. I don't know.
No, this is what we need. This is where I want you to lean into fully, because
absolutely
what you've uncovered here, for those of us who aren't as musically inclined as others, is how the theory of what they're writing, the musical theory, is as holographic as everything else, right?
Yeah.
And that's
what I've been saying is.
No, you say that all the time, but that's what I want you to unpack for us, right? Like, I know you say that all the time. I'm not saying this is a new thing. You often bring that up, but this is what I love. This is sometimes when you go like, well, I can't say what you're like. I don't want you to say what we say. Say what you've just said, which is another way to talk about an aspect of what they do that's fucking genius that Matthew and I can't fucking explicate. So that's your job, and you just
minor
fucking
third.
Did it. Yeah, but it's not just a minor third. It's that minor third up before the resolution, which is so in tune with this song.
Yeah.
So, I've been thinking about that. Sound is not, it's not notes. I mean, I've never really thought about it in this way. I have seen just viral videos of singers. They are singing just this do re mi in a Western mode, and then a Chinese mode, and then a
Romanian
Middle Eastern and it's different. And sound. It's a continuum. It's not notes. And I don't really understand why, people hung the frets where they did, and cultures hung the frets where they did. Yeah. And this is what fascinated me about linguistics to begin with, was actually color terms, because color is a continuum. What made people draw the frets between what is blue and what is green? Some cultures
different cultures.
Some cultures don't distinguish between blue and green.
Yep.
Linguistically.
There's a whole culture in Africa that has no word for blue, period. They don't see it. at all. They don't see blue.
Or what they see as blue, they call something else.
Exactly.
But that influences your thinking. And, sound is kind of the same thing. What made those cultures put those frets and determine those scales? And music makes you feel for certain things, like a major chord versus a minor chord. It's a little bit more sad or uncertain versus optimistic.
Music's a language. It definitely is. So
and a language that speaks to another center, right? I think it speaks. It can speak to our intellectual center, but it speaks to the feeling center in a way that's so direct.
Language.
In a way, it is, and yet, to Matthew's point, it's different culturally, right? Like you talk,
I'm interested in the differences and the commonalities.
That's right. We've talked about this band Angine de Poitrine, which is playing microtonal music, which a lot of people are freaking out about, which I am freaking out about. I love them. But microtonal music's not new. Like, this is why I've often been drawn to Eastern European and klezmer and these, like, the Persian music. These modes have been using microtonal music. Indian music has been using this for millennia. Right? Like there's that different tone. To me, that music, the reason Angine de Poitrine speaks to me so much, de Poitrine, is because that mode speaks to me so deeply. That's why Give Me the Push speaks to me. It's not microtonal, but it plays on that scale. It's playing on that Eastern mode, right? And so in a way that really speaks to me. So it's just fascinating.
There's a young singer, English singer, and multi-instrumentalist. I'm not super into everything that she does, and there was it just bubbled up in my algorithm. Her name is Maddie Ashman, and the song is called Amber, and it's basically breakbeat or jungle beats, but then she's singing to it, and a lot of kind of interesting kinds of singing that I haven't really heard before, and maybe it's really derivative. I have no idea. I haven't heard anything that's derived from myself. And then I went into some of her other stuff, and it's much quieter than this song. But she's doing something that's interesting to me.
Send it.
Yeah.
All right, so it's my turn. Round 3 before we vote.
Jeez.
We've talked a lot about this, but these are great.
I might have to go to the bathroom again. Can I go to the bathroom?
Nope, not yet. You got to hold on, and then between the next round you can. You got to hold on.
Okay.
I won't be long.
The hall monitor's here.
So yeah, I'm
no.
So, I mean, we've talked. I've interjected a lot anyway, but I do think I disagree in a certain sense with Matthew in that the now can't be experienced. I'll say that. Like, I've spent the last 30 years of my life deeply interrogating the nature of human attention and the nature of being able to interrogate the now, of being really in the moment. And I don't mean that in the dork. I mean, I guess I do, but I think what I feel like is a more depthful interrogation of it than the current mindfulness bullshit, which some of it's very surface, has some validity, but it's lacking the depth. I think No Means No has always, and Rob especially, as he got older, but always felt this, that no, there really is something there. That there really is not like, well, you can never feel the moment. It's like, no, idiot. Like, turn to the now. Turn to the moment. The rest of it's bullshit. This song is not like, well, you can never do it, so that's fucked. It's like, it's a song about how weighty it feels not to, but in that sense, it's a call to like, motherfucker, stop it. Like, this is what is important. Right now is what matters. That other shit is ephemeral. That's the bullshit. Don't get locked into that.
If only we could all do that.
Well, but that's the thing. If only we could. And it's so hard. It's so hard. It's so impossible. But this is the genius. Rob never glosses over that. Rob will always tell you, yeah, man, this shit's fucking hard. But he's not going to let you off the hook. Look into that hole. Can you see what's in it? He's not saying there's nothing in it. He's saying you're just not able to. You go
you guys
across.
Are very
but
interested
he never,
in the hole.
He never said, I'm very interested in the hole. But he never says there's nothing there. He just wants you to look.
Wants you
to
look
then he
in
says,
it. Yeah.
You can't. I know you can't. I know you can't. I know you can't.
Right.
But he wants you to fucking look. And that's what I love about these guys. They're honest about the reality, but he still gives the hint of the ephemeral question. What I love about these guys is they're not giving answers. As I've said many, many times, these guys know how to fucking deepen the question. That is, every mystical tradition that's worth its salt does not provide answers. It deepens the human question, period, full stop. That's why this band is genius. They take everything they interrogate and they open the question wider. They make you ask it with more integrity. They make you ask it more honestly. And they give you music that lets you experience the question in a way. That's why I love this song. It lets me sit there. It is.
Yeah.
It lets me sit in that question. Not like I'm giving you the answer to what this question is, but like, no. I know all the bullshit that's around it, but underneath that, ask it deeper, ask it realer, ask it with more intention and integrity. These guys are always doing that. That's why they are not a pessimistic band. That's why they are not a nihilistic band. What they are doing is really encouraging you to fully fucking face the reality of the moment of whatever question you're facing and ask it with more integrity without the stupid fucking baggage that we all carry around. And this song fucking does that with its music, with its theory, with its lyrics, with the delivery. This is one of those perfectly holistic songs that's just like every piece fucking tied together like a fucking masterpiece.
I don't know, man. I think we'd all be much more comfortable if we were told what to think before we think it.
You know what? That's true. That's true. I'm looking forward to death. I don't know about you.
Oh, no.
I'm looking forward to death. Just fucking great. What can I say? It's great. I don't have much to say about it because you can't interpret. This is a Dead Kennedy song. Dead Kennedy songs were just screeds by Jello, which were great and very political. But Jello screeds exist on the horizontal. No means no exists on the horizontal and the vertical. It's the cross, as I've talked about before. Jello never fucking dealt with the vertical ever, as far as I could tell. Not once in his whole fucking life. That's not a cut. It's not meant to be a cut. We need artists who deal with the horizontal. It's his MO. He was great at that. But no means no. And that's why I think it's great that they went in and be like, we're not just going to do a fucking cover. We're just going to smash this shit on the sidewalk and like say, fuck it. We're doing it this way. So it's genius.
Oh my God. It is. It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
All right. I'm done. I'm ready to vote. Matthew, what's your vote on this fucker?
Oh, it's Long Days.
Long Days. Michelle.
Long. I'm going long.
Long Days.
Go long.
I'm changing my vote. I'm going to go for it. No, I'm not. I'm going Long Days. So
I almost fell for that.
Unanimous. I'm writing on my notes.
Wait, do we have to have another?
We have another round?
I have to go to the bathroom.
No, now you go pee. Now you go pee. Now it's pee time.
I'm going pee. I got my rights. I hear you.
Michelle,
did you get more whiskey?
Great.
I have.
No, I didn't.
I'm on my fourth beer.
I am sauced. If I had another whiskey, I'd be fucked. No, in a good way. But I'd be fucked.
You're not going to have another, like...
No, I'm good. I'm good. If I had one more, I think I'd get incoherent. I know my...
Hey, motherfucker, bullshit.
Fuck it, I don't know who's going to win this
Hey,
shit.
now. How long we been recording here? Like 2 hours? We thought this was going to be so lame-o shit.
We're absolutely into the...
Fuck, we got to make this fast. People are going to hang up.
No, we don't. People love the long ones.
I don't know. I've slammed 4 beers in the time that we've talked. But I'm hot. I'm on this. I am on it.
Great. This is great. All right. Final bout. Okay.
Man, I don't want to do this. I really don't.
Too late.
Whoa.
Long Days versus Ghosts.
Ghosts.
Shit. All right, I got to go first. So, are we ready? You guys ready?
Yep.
I don't know. Do you have Did you put your timestamp on there so
I got it.
Park can find it?
All right, we're back from minor piss break and me calming down the dogs from apparently stopping a serial killer who's trying to get in the house. So now is our bullshit thing where we got to pit the winners of this episode against each other. So we are pitting Long Days versus Ghosts.
Jesus.
Fuck. Mm-hmm. So the way this goes is we're not talking about these songs like we were before. We're really trying to make our case as to not voting yet, but what we think about these two as opposed to each other. This is very hard. This really sucks. As all of the votes in this round have pretty much fucking sucked. I mean, when I look at subjectively, for me, over the history of these songs, I don't know why Long Days has just always loomed incredibly large for me. It has loomed large in a way that I don't know that I can explain. Maybe it's the simplicity of it. Maybe it's the conciseness of it. Maybe it's that meditative nature.
Yeah.
But Ghosts also
Yep.
is such a anthem and such a, first of all, Ghosts has Andy. So it's hard to we've got a 2-hander against a 3-hander, not just a 3-hander, but I'm not going to say some of Andy's finest material, but some of his most interesting material. The stuff in Ghosts is so fucking key. And Ghosts is such an epic that has these different sections that work so well with each other. And Long Days is one section that has minor variations. So that's really interesting, right? In terms of contrasting these, Long Days has this hidden intricacy, right? Mm-hmm. That's very subtle. Ghosts has a very overt intricacy in that it has these 3 sections that speak very differently. Both of them, though, are incredibly holistic songs that serve the nature of the message perfectly. That's what's so hard for me. Right? Both of these songs are just what they're meant to be. All the elements of these songs, the vocal elements, the theory elements, the musicianship, the vocal, the quality of the lyrics, the fact that Long Days has such spare lyrics and Ghosts has such poetic lyrics. Both of these are pointing to very similar themes, ephemeral nature. One to the ephemeral nature of life itself and the self itself, and the other to the nature of the moment and the ephemeral nature self. The other to the ephemeral nature of the moment of now. Both of these are such philosophical 1-2 punches. Together, these 2 songs work in tandem to get to the heart of fucking really basic human questions. How do we pick a fucking winner between these fuckers?
Mm-hmm.
Long Days is an absolute classic of what the essence of the band is. And so this is not meant to disrespect to anyone, but the essence of this band from its inception to its end was Rob and John. They were the band. Then Andy came in and created a third that made this something more than the sum of its parts and made it absolutely iconic. Then Tom came in and also added something. But underneath that always were Rob and John. And Long Days is one of the prime examples of what these two, as brothers, could fucking monumentally stick in the sand and say, fuck you, this will never die. What I'm saying now is not embedded in the 80s. It's not embedded in the 90s. It's not embedded in 2460. It's embedded eternally, as is Ghosts. But Ghosts adds in the texture of Andy, which has this, just his absolute genius at being able to add in a texture that other guitarists are too afraid to do.
Yes.
Other guitarists feel like they need to fucking show their chops. And it's not that he's not showing his chops. He's just showing chops in a way that other musicians are afraid to do. He's listening. He's serving the song in a way that makes his musicianship way better than anyone else can fucking do. And the texture and the haunting nature of what he does moment by moment by moment is fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
And so in tune with the song. And he knew, to his own credit, not to interdict into long days at all. That it was not needed. So Andy's absence is as much a signification of his genius as it is in Ghosts. He knew nothing's needed here. There's no guitar.
I'm out.
That would be absolutely extraneous. And you could not be more true. So anyway, I'm not going to go too much more into that between these two because I think they're both fucking pinnacle works that both talk about the ephemeral nature of the self, one about the now and the moment, one about our legacy and our whole life and its uniqueness. And how do you weigh those two equal elements of the existential, definition of being a human being? I don't fucking know what my vote is right now. Luckily, I don't have to vote yet. Michelle, compare these two.
I'm just looking at each of these song titles and I'm putting my hand on my mouth and touching my face. I can't deal. And I often, when we do this shit, wonder if we had a band member here, which fucking song would they choose? That's what I want to know. I want to know. Would they be like, all the three of you are fucked, you're totally wrong, go sit over there.
Luckily, art belongs to the audience at this point,
I know, but like, I would love to hear them just be like, okay, it was this, that, and the other thing.
Well, I think Andy would disagree with Rob, probably, right? Like they would have they would differ.
Maybe I don't know.
Anyway, it's not your vote. Just compare the songs.
But here again, we've got. I kind of got to glorify Rob with both of these songs because here's my upstate New York Rob, my accent here with saying Rob's name, but this guy, he's singing both of these, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And he's doing some moving bass lines that are just in Ghost. He's doing the arpeggios, the long days. He's doing the Phrygian mode scale. He's kind of putting everybody in the mood. And the other two guys, or one guy, is adding the sauce, but it's Rob in these two songs that is like the foundation of these pieces. And I doing this podcast, I've fallen in love, not sexually or anything, but like how do you not fall in love with that guy for that and this guy for that? I don't know. Like who's the best guy in this band? If I don't know. I think my beer is starting to talk right now. I don't know. There's something to the fact that Rob is carrying both of these songs right here, and they're monumental pieces.
They are.
And his bass lines are as good as what he's singing at the same time. So I still right now I don't even know what my vote is. I don't know what I'm going to vote.
And you don't need to know yet. Now it's Matthew's turn to have his last opine on these two songs, Long Days.
That sexual thing. I should have
said Ghosts. That. No, you should have.
It's not like that. It's not like that with this.
Hey,
band.
Sex is part of everything. Don't shut it to the side. It is. It's part of the human experience. I want to fuck these guys sometimes. Listen, it is how it is. I don't.
Look into that hole.
I'm not above like feeling like these guys. These are the most sexual band in the most authentic way possible. Are you kidding me?
Oh God. Oh.
Anyway, Matthew, what do you got?
Matthew, what do you got?
See them crouch right behind me.
That's right. Ooh, boy. Look into that hole.
Wait.
Can you see what's in it?
Okay. Right Matthew.
Small parts.
What more to say about these?
Small parts.
What more to say about this? It's hard, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's kind of running out of things to say. What's that from? That's from I'm running out of things to say. If you
What
could
is
think
that
of
from?
anything better to say.
Oh, that's right. From Paradise.
Nerd.
Thank
Good
you.
job. Good job.
Oh.
Good call.
Right.
These, yeah, we always talk
No
about
pressure.
No Means No songs. They kind of operate on the head, the heart, and the balls.
Right.
Like this podcast.
Yeah, but they all do all of them. But I would say Ghost is more head and heart, and Long Days is more heart and balls. But
Whoa! I
think you
about
can.
that.
I think you can find the
Yeah.
head in Long Days, and you can find the balls in
And ghosts.
maybe a little less so than you can find the head in
Is there
Long
any
Days somehow.
vaginas in there?
No.
Is there
Fuck, this is
vagina?
hard.
Yeah, it's very, very
Yes.
hard.
Yes. The vagina's all over it.
What? Oh my god!
I mean, I think the whole nature. I mean, there's always body stuff, particularly on Sex Mad.
Right.
I don't know that there's a lot of body stuff in Ghosts.
No. No, it's about the ephemeral. You're right.
It's about the ephemeral, and the 1-2 punch. I'm thinking about that as well. Joyful Reunion follows Ghosts, and that is a very, very powerful combination.
Yep.
What follows Long Days? Can you think offhand?
No, I can't. What is
It's
it?
metronome, isn't it?
Don't-
Metronome.
It is metronome, yeah. That 1-2 punch is like, give me a fucking break. That's like all timer.
And before it,
Stop it.
Don't do this.
Self-pity.
Don't.
Self-pity.
Oh. Okay.
God damn it. God damn it.
right? And
That
what's
is a-
before?
that is,
Now that.
that
What's
is
before
that is-
Ghosts?
I don't know why you did that because
that
that,
is,
that shouldn't matter. It should not matter. They're
what's
they're each its own piece.
circling hawk.
I think it's
God,
I
fuck.
think you know. Yeah.
I think
Yes,
yeah.
I think you know.
Right.
But
One of their
yeah,
best pieces.
that whole first putting it all in order, night everything became nothing, nothing became everything, and I think you know, those all meld together for me.
They do. They're of a piece.
No,
on
they're not.
Purpose.
No.
No, they're
Nope.
separate, but they also
separate, but they
complement each other. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
I mean, night nothing became, and God, what's the fucking song? God damn it, I'm too drunk.
This is
I think you
not
know
fair.
do blend into each other for sure.
Yes.
I mean, there's no question about that.
Like, where do you even put the where do you drop the
There is
needle?
Yeah, that's a
that's just the way they made it, though. You guys got to have that inner. You got to take that.
it's not a
needle
cut.
off.
This is
No,
not
no,
a cut.
not at all.
No,
not at all.
I know. But
As a matter of fact,
I've
I
never,
think it's a strength of those songs.
No, for sure. But I've always been able to. Me personally, I've always been able to listen to every song individually.
Oh no, for sure.
No,
For sure.
absolutely.
But now we're
Alright,
trying to say, like, how do they pair together?
I'm
alright.
thinking about I'm talking about how I think about these
Yeah.
All right.
albums. I
All
never
right.
experienced Sex Mad as Sex Mad. I always experienced Sex Mad with You Kill Me in it.
Me too. And they put the two-handers together.
Yep.
They
yeah, did.
intentionally
Yep.
put the two,
Yep.
the only two-handers back to back.
Right.
Yeah. For sure. So it's difficult for me to think of them that way. I don't really think of it as sides so much. 0+2=1 for me, I think is the album that hangs together the
Album,
best.
full stop.
That hangs together the best.
Yep.
And I'm glad that they didn't shoehorn anything else into it, like so
Me
many
too.
other of their
Me too.
albums.
Right.
As much as Andy talks about wanting to have sequenced it, I think it's perfect.
Yeah,
as
and I
is.
think of it very, very strongly as side A and side B.
Well, that's interesting. So I don't, because I was only CD man.
Right.
only
I
have
had the
CD on
tape.
this.
Wow. How
Yeah, and
cool
I-
is that?
Yeah, I still have
What
the
the
tape. And in
fuck?
fact, my nephew Woodburn, I think I've told you guys this,
Yes,
made me.
you gave us pictures of it.
Yeah, he made me
Wait.
a
Oh,
wooden
yes!
and cut it to the exact dimensions of a cassette tape, and used
I
his
think
wood
that's
burning
cool.
kit to
Yep.
make me a wooden 0+2=1 tape.
I want to
kills.
see that.
Yeah,
That
That's
kills.
awesome sauce.
it's sitting in my living room.
Wow.
But anyway, that's neither here nor there. In terms of these songs, they're also positioned close to the end of their albums.
Oh.
which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And
yeah, fair.
yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like which one I value more, and I think it completely depends on what I'm valuing at the time, right? Which one has been more of a balm to me? Like certainly one of them has been more healing when I'm hurting or when I'm feeling like I'm lacking something, and the other one is just filling me, maybe in a bit more of a general sense. I might not be in the mood for ghosts every single time, whereas Long Days might be a little more what I need more often.
Yeah. Yeah. A little more like universal at any moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Ghosts, like I say, I mean, as a 1-2 punch, it really needs Joyful Reunion after it sometimes.
Oh my God. The catharsis of Joyful Reunion after Ghosts is like...
not a factor for me
at
all.
Jesus.
I don't even think like that, but I think it's great that you guys do, but I don't, it's not even a factor.
No, I hear that. I mean, this is not a cut on them living on their own.
No. I don't mean it as a cut. I just like, I think
like leaves you.
Individually.
Ghosts kind of leaves you with a big question mark and an emptiness, and then. And
come to mama.
What I like even more is after. I mean, I always tried to figure out what the fuck John was doing. It's like I don't know whether there's any other song that's double tracked in terms of drums. I'm like, oh, that's actually impossible. Okay, that makes sense. Like John's a wonderful drummer, but that's not possible.
That's what he does.
Yeah. And for Ghosts to come back and be bolstered or filled back in by Joyful Reunion is such a strength. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. But
you're talking about the chocolate and the peanut butter is what you're talking about.
I am.
Let's just pull off the Band-Aid here. So we're gonna vote. I'm gonna go first. This is really hard. Like this is not this is a vote where I on another day I could vote another way, and as I say those words, I actually don't know what my vote is.
I know,
because to the point, like both of these songs mean a great deal to me. Long Days has meant more to me more consistently. Not meant more to me. I've been able to enter into it more consistently on a long-term basis from the first moment of hearing. Ghosts, I've also really liked. Right? But there are times where it hits me more than others. And they're both so different. Rob's like just plaintive, like heart-wrenching delivery in Ghosts, and his absolutely legato, perfectly lengthy, like dicker version of Long Days is so, oh God, it's so good. I think I have to go with Long Days. I think I have to go with Long Days because I just think, while it may not have the pyrotechnics in a certain way, it may not have 3 musicians. I think there's just something very essential.
Yeah.
I think it's so like paired to the essence.
I was going to say elemental, but
elemental of what this band does so well. And I don't know that there's a better example of like how well they can do something so complex and deep on such a like seemingly narrow band that in essence is not narrow in any way. So yeah, it's Long Days for me. Michelle, how about you?
All right. This is very difficult for me because I don't listen to the lyrics, blah blah blah. But the beginning of Ghost has always had that beginning, the what do you call it? The bookends of that song. And I grew eventually to love the middle and what it meant. But I think my vote tonight is going to be for Long Days. Ooh. Because of exactly what you two both touched upon, which is how Ghost is over here with these feeling, and Long Days, I don't know, it expands more of feelings. I've had a lot of beers. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
do.
the long day is in a bigger set of parentheses, and Ghost is, but the beginning and the end of Ghost, that fucking riff, man. Oh my god,
it is so good.
I
all
can't
of the riffs,
get
all
enough.
Of the riffs in Ghost
I could
are
listen
so
to that. I could listen to the beginning of Ghost and the end of it. I could listen to that for like 16 hours, and I would not get sick of it. And when you know,
I
when
could
Andy
listen to
goes,
all of that. Even the I just
I
love
know.
that part. God.
I know.
I can't think about it too much. I regret my choice. Anyway.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, can we re-record here because I
because
fucked up.
none of this matters in the end. Just remember, none of this
I know.
really matters.
I know.
We're not like all of those songs except our pick is going to go off Spotify. It's not how it's working.
No, right. No, okay. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna vote for Long Days. Fucking Rob out there with a spotlight on him, the whitewash spotlight, playing that bass line, singing that song, belting it out, and John just like turning up the fucking heat. And then he purrs to you like a cat. He purrs to you like a cat.
100%.
Who wants to cuddle?
Matthew, you can't break a tie, but where are you at?
Well,
whoa! I don't know what he's going to say at all about this.
What I was saying before, about how, Long Days maybe gives me more what I need more often, but occasionally, Ghost gives me exactly what you need. I mean, sometimes you need, bread.
Yeah.
Every day, you need something nourishing. You need something that whatever. But what goes on bread that you need? What grows on bread that sometimes you need even more?
Mold.
Penicillin.
Oh,
nice.
Okay.
And because sometimes you need the antibiotics, I think I gotta go for Ghosts.
Nice. I'm glad for that. That makes me very happy.
Yes.
Oh, that makes me very happy. Jesus Christ.
Man, are you mad that we voted for Long Days?
No, it doesn't sound like it. No, I'm so glad you voted for Ghost because it really, to me,
I love Ghost.
I'm gonna think about this tomorrow.
I was a late bloomer to that.
Ghost.
No, but
in any event, I mean, listen, folks, we pitted up.
Jordan lost his baby too.
Oh, I've lost all my babies.
Did I lose mine?
Yeah.
All my babies are gone, folks. None of my babies exist anymore.
Did
so you know.
Did I lose my baby?
No.
Tired of waiting. Did I lose
still
it?
there.
What happened to Mary?
Mary lost against 0+2.
Oh, damn.
I think Mary.
I
remember
now.
No, that's not true. Mary's still in the mix. Mary's still there. I haven't lost all my babies.
We still don't know what Matthew's favorite one is. So.
You know what? I'm gonna, for the listeners at home, what we're gonna do now is gonna save this for everyone else. But I'm gonna let since it's been a long fucking time, everybody. I'm gonna read through a quick list of what's left in the mix.
Yes, please.
Okay. And I don't know that I see Mary here, so I gotta look through and see why it's not. But what I have in the list is left in this round 3, Revenge, The Day Everything Became Nothing, Junk, I Think You Know,
Okay,
Dad, Heaven is the Dust Beneath My Shoes, My Politics, Valley of the Blind, My Roommate is Turning into a Monster, Lost, When Putting It All in Order, Brother Rat, What Slade Says,
Okay.
The Tower,
Jesus
Victory, Kill Everyone Now, I Am Wrong, Small Parts, No Sex, It's Catching Up, The Graveyard Shift, The Fall, and Cats, Sex, and Nazi.
and what's that?
Oh my
divided by
God,
4?
you said it right.
I don't know. I'm not going to do that right now. But what I don't see here, and I don't know why, is Mary. Oh, you know why?
Why? You forgot to negate it?
No, Mary should be here. I gotta look back at my shit because I think Mary should be here.
I don't know. I have.
Oh no, Mary was cut out in this.
Wait, I have the notes.
Yeah, I do somewhere too.
Did Mary lose against stock taking?
I have to go. You know, there's episode 81 which I don't have. which I know it was stock taking. Mary lost against stock taking. So
Oh.
all my babies
Yeah,
are
because
dead.
I got the notes right here.
All my babies.
Mary
are dead.
was against real love. Okay, that's awful. Who fucked who or whom? Who fucked whom against stock taking?
All my babies.
We
are
had
dead.
an episode with those fucking 4 songs. What kind of shit is that?
No, that's not. All my babies are not dead. Brother Rat, what Slade says, is absolutely one of my all-time favorites of all time. But it doesn't matter.
Mine
Again,
too.
what I want to
Mine
say
too.
is,
Yep, you're right.
this means nothing. Right? Like we're just fucking talking.
It's our
very,
opinions.
very fine with ghosts going out to lunch.
But I'm really glad
not.
that you put in. I'm really glad you put in for it. And mostly another thing I want to say here is that it's really good to be back. It's good to talk about this band. Matthew, you talked about how like you hadn't listened to it in a while. I haven't either. I've been taking a break. I've been listening to a bunch of other shit. But you know what? The other day on the car, as I was taking a really long trip, it's like a 3-hour drive, and I was like, you know what? Let me put on No Means No on shuffle. Holy shit. I was like, I am so fully fucking locked into this shit immediately. It felt so good to have taken a little break because we listened to the shit. We were listening to the shit deeply week after week after week. It was good to take a break. And you know what? This shit is always just as good as it ever was when I dive back in. And it's just as good to be back with you fucking idiots talking about this shit. And it's really good to know that all of you out there who have wanted to hear us talking about this bullshit are probably happy to hear it. Teddy, I know Teddy misses us.
He does.
Maybe Chuck can stop fucking harassing us. Fucking maybe Corey will finally
between jobs right now.
Maybe Corey will finally catch up to the podcast. Like who knows? But all of you
can't let him.
All of you. Hey,
he's at 78, I think.
Now that we're back, send us a note. Yeah. It doesn't have to go on the pod. You don't have to write something that goes on the pod. We'd love it if you did, but just send us a note. No means nothing at no means nothing podcast at gmail.com. Sorry.
Is this a 4-hour episode?
Nope. It's only
it's a 3-hour tour.
2.5.
3-hour tour.
In any event, No Means No Thing is produced and edited by yours truly, Jordan Flato.
Oh, God.
Co-hosting and podcast graphics are by Matthew Kowalik.
Oh, I know what I'm doing this time.
Michelle Strange.
Do you know what you're going to do?
Michelle Strange is our third and, let's face it, everyone's favorite co-host and official Foley artist. Sound mixing by my boy Parker Flato. Shout out to our official mascot. I love that.
Mezcal
Epcot mascot Teddy. Thank you to No Means No for fucking everything, but for the use of stock taking as our intro and outro music. Crossing on the back between black and white, out of a dream and into the night.
The hell was that?
Something dark against something light.
Oh.
Something dark against something light.
Okay.
Now fuck off.